Hello, good day. This is Angeline, and in this video, I'm going to share with you my own opinion, reflections, and recommendations for the changes of the American Psychological Association, or APA. More than just a lesson from a textbook, as future professionals, we need to not only understand these principles but learn how to critically think about using designs, principles, and the current pace and landscape of today. Now, I will let me start by saying the APA ethics has long been established. The American Psychological Association lays out some solid ethical principles, but things have changed. Technology has exploded. Diversity is everywhere. Global changes keep piling up. So it's time to rethink and expand those guidelines. In order to expand those guidelines, I I'm going to have some replacements or revised and expansion on those laws that actually already have. So first is incompetence. So for me, psychologists are supposed to work within their expertise. But honestly, a lot stop learning once they're licensed. Kumbaga, maraming psychologists na after makuha yung lisensya nila as a psychologist is hindi na sila nagpapatuloy. That just doesn't cut it anymore. Especially with digital therapy growing so fast, we need lifelong learning and no expectations. So, alam naman natin na kukunti lang yung psychology sa Pilipinas, and of course, yung ibang nakapasa doon ay nasa ibang field ng work, nag-work. So, kumbaga, masyadong kailangan natin ng psychologist nowadays. So, the second one is integrity. You can fudge the truth. So for me, you can fudge the truth, even online. Social media makes it easy to spread misinformation, so psychologists should be held to strict standards when they give advice or share into digitally. They have to check their facts and offer real context every time. So, for me naman is kailangan is dapat yung mga psychologists before they're going to post some informations in social media. So, kailangan i-check muna nila, suriin muna nila yung mga pinopost nila if ever tama ito. Kasi not all naman talaga is perfect yung magagawa natin na information. So, kailangan suriin muna, or di kaya kung may kakilala tayo na kapwa practitioner or professionals, mental health professionals, we need to verify it muna sa kanila if ever okay bago natin i-post ito sa social media. The third one is professional and scientific responsibility. So this principle, for me, works from but teamwork. So it is everywhere now. So we need clear rules for who's responsible when ethics slip in collaborative work. So everyone should know where they stand. And number four is respect for people's rights and dignity. So this needs a cultural update. So in places like the Philippines, people come from all sorts of backgrounds. So alam naman po natin yan. So we have different backgrounds. We came from different backgrounds kung saan iba-iba yung kultura natin, iba-iba yung kinagisnan natin. So like halimbawa, people live there in Mindanao, they're Muslim. In the Visayas naman is yung mga Bisaya ng mga tao, and those people is iba-iba yung kinagisnan nila, iba-iba yung wika, iba-iba yung kultura, ganun. So psychologists can't just respect differences. They have to actively challenge beliefs and practices that harm clients. So, kailangan nilang pangalagaan kung ano yung mas nakakabuti ng kliyente, despite of the differences, kung anong meron yung mga kliyente, kung saan galing, saan kultura, or saan man sila, ano yung kinagisnan nila. Yung problema naman is concern for others and welfare. So, online therapy is common. For me, no. Actually, online therapy is common talaga siya. So, digital safety matters more than ever. So, psychologists must protect clients in virtual spaces, not just in the office. So, kailangan, ito yung, alam ko naman na most of the psychologists are, ginagawa nila ito. But, not, may ibang psychologists pa rin na ginagawa nila itong, may ibang psychologists na hindi sila sumusunod sa rules or sa code of ethics, sa ethics ng American Psychological Association. So, kailangan, they have it, na kailangan maprotekta nila yung confidentiality ng kliyente. Six is social responsibility. So, psychologists shouldn't sit on the sidelines. They need to dive into issues like poverty, disaster relief, and mental health advocacy, both for individuals and whole communities. So kailangan ang mga psychologists is they're just not only sticking on one scenarios. They need to focus on generally actually, so that they will know how the client is what is concerned about or something like about themselves. Number 7 is confidentiality. So privacy is crucial, but it's not just about files locked in cabinets anymore. Data privacy and cybersecurity are huge concerns with teletherapy and electronic figures, which is gonna ruin lives and careers. So alam naman natin na ang dami-daming nangyayari ngayon na hindi sumusunod sa data privacy. Ang dami-daming mga nakasuhan ng cybersecurity. cybercrime, sorry. Kasi it's because of this, hindi nila pinagtatakpan yung confidentiality. And most of this cases happens from in psychologists actually, because they are handling clients, and of course, so kailangan ingatan nila ito na hindi ito mailabas kahit kanino. So kailangan meron silang records in this electronic, or kahit hindi man sa electronic, so para hindi masisira yung trabaho nila. Number 8 is ethical decision making. So for me, gut feelings aren't enough. So psychologists use step-by-step frameworks for ethical dilemmas, not just intuitions. Function naman for me is professional boundaries. So social media blurs the lines big time. So we need rules for stop, like friend request from clients and online interactions, clear and simple. So mas maganda if ever gagamit tayo ng professionally online social media platform that actually is yung parang safe sa kliyente. So, and that would be email, and I know that most of the psychologists is gumagamit naman ng email. So, that very may iba din na hindi. So, hindi naman lahat talaga is accurate nila na gumagamit sila ng email for their interactions kung may magpapakonsulta. 10 is documentation and record keeping. So, this often gets ignored, but every record must be accurate and keep safe, whether it's paper or digital. So, kailangan, kung hindi pa ito nagagawa ng mga psychologist or yung ibang psychologist, is kumbaga, kailangan may record keeping sila sa mga documents ng kliyente para mas mapanatili yung accuracy and safetyness nito at hindi makita kahit kanino, kasi ito ay isang confidential. So, one last thing, we need a principle that tackles digital ethics head on. So, this covers online therapy and AI data protection, how psychologists behave in every digital space. So the tech world moves fast and ethical practice has to keep up. So I have this quote is ethics aren't static, to change with us. So as future psychologists, we have to push for practices that are humane, creative, and honest. So thanks for listening. Yun lang ang aking opinions and recommendations of the expansions of what I've learned based on the files that I have read. And so ito lang yung mga kaalaman ko na based on my opinions na naintindihan ko sa EPA Code of Ethics. At yun lang po.